Good morning. I'm meteorologist Tom Sorrells. This is the Florida Weather Authority. If you were with us over the weekend, maybe you already know, but a big tropical storm is trying to build in the Gulf of Mexico. When I left you on Friday, we didn't have much going on. We had a couple of little spots to watch, but nothing had developed. But over the course of the weekend, instead of a 10 to 20% shot of development, it cranked up to about an 80% chance of blowing into something. And suddenly here we are on Monday morning, and Bertha to be is right there. Tropical depression number 2. As of 8 o'clock this morning, the pressure is like 1,006 millibars. So it hasn't deepened a lot, but it does have a little bit of a surface low going on. So tropical depression number 2 has been named. How long before it becomes Tropical Storm Bertha? Probably within 24 hours, maybe later today. If not, definitely by tomorrow. Take a look at this. Tropical depression number 2, the NHC has issued the track and the intensity forecast. We're talking 24 hours from now. Should have wind speeds of 45 miles per hour. This path is going to go almost due west. Storms this time of year do tend to go west, but this thing's being blown along by the winds coming through the Gulf. The shear's kind of died back a bit. Now the steering current's going to let it drift for a while. For the moment, when I say drift, it's barely moving. Forward progress is only about 3 miles per hour. So on this track, this is a big rainmaker for, maybe part of the Panhandle, maybe, but definitely parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, even Alabama on a hunch, and all the way over into Texas. You guys will be watching this thing all week long because they're talking about the end of the work week, into the weekend before it finally gets on land in Texas and dissipates and becomes just a big rainmaker. This is what the system looks like this morning. When you look at that, you go, wow. That's not very pretty. No, it's not. Keep in mind, most systems this time of year do tend to be what I call right-handed, or everything is built in on the right-hand side of the storm as you look at it. So as you look at it, they cut into quadrants. Here's the bottom side. Here's the right-hand side. There's the left. All the big convection's over here. So all the big rain is still embedded right out here. If you were with us on Friday, I was talking about big, huge rain. Maybe some rain in Florida, but big, huge rain would stay in the Gulf. And sure enough, it did. As the thing was pinwheeling around, all the energy was there. Then it deepened a little bit, and so it's going to continue to blow on up. This is a water vapor loop from the National Hurricane Center, NOAA. You see what's going on? All the green, and that's the big moisture just exploding out there over the Gulf. This little slot right here, that's dry air. Not as dry as this air coming down from the Tennessee Valley, but the leading edge of some dry air being sucked right into the middle. I've got a better view of this on the Weather Nerd shot. I like this loop a little bit better. I think you can see it better. See this right here? Weather Nerds does a great job with their color tablet. You see this dry slot coming right into the center of the storm. So it's not a tropical storm yet. Can't really blow up quickly because of all of the dry air. Not an insurmountable amount of shear going on for the system right now, but a lot of dry air. Getting into the heart of the system is going to put the kibosh on that thing blowing up. So back to the path to projected movement. Here's the cone from the National Hurricane Center. Should be a storm by this time tomorrow, maybe overnight tonight, maybe tomorrow morning first thing. Could go storm status as early as the afternoon. We'll keep you posted if it does. Probably won't jump back on. It's not a threat to Florida, is the bottom line here. This is a threat to Texas. It's a storm, maybe a depression across Louisiana. So my buddy Rob Perillo over there in Louisiana, that's going to be your problem, Robbo, over the coming days. But everyone else here in Florida, we will do without. Here are the ensembles, the way it's going to track on out, all the skew together. This is what the Hurricane Center looks at, all the different possibilities, all the different thoughts. That's why you get a cone of projected movement instead of dead on track most of the time. The activity looks, well, I can't say uniform. All the ensembles are not in there like a cable. Sometimes they're tightly wound. You look like one direct line. These kind of skew out all the way from Mississippi through Louisiana. But the idea is it's going to go west. And it is going to go west. All the steering currents are there. This is the way it looks on the ensemble model graphic. You see the moisture pluming all the way toward Louisiana, then over into Texas as we get toward the end of the life cycle of the system. Now, what does it have to work with and what's working against it? We talked about this on Friday. There's that Gulf loop right there, that blossoming, that hot water. Water temperatures out there about 85 degrees on most of the buoy reports back. So you only have to get the water about 80, 82 to really get a tropical storm going. It's hot enough. It's warm enough. 'Tis the season. What is today? The 20th? We're about 10 days out from flipping the switch and firing things up after August 1st. That really is the meat of the hurricane season. And so far, because of the El Nino, all the westerly flow, it's been awfully quiet. But that's finally starting to change. As far as dust goes, not a lot of dust over here in the Gulf to play havoc with it. This is the way it looks on radar. We do have radar look, but I want to show you this one still shot so you get the idea. It's all out here. All the moisture's here. And on land, we're still waiting for the establishment of sea breezes, afternoon thunderstorms. So we're gonna be over here with slim pickings. Slim pickings for rain here in Central Florida from this system. It's not our deal. Big news story across the country is a bullseye of activity up around the Great Lakes from Minnesota all the way down to Wisconsin today. Rain here at home is going to be slight, but look, we are in general thunder shower coverage from the forecast center out of Oklahoma. But look up here from Minneapolis to Marquette to Chicago. Look at that bullseye, would you? Day one convective risk enhanced. Wowza. It's going to be ugly to Wausau, all the way down to Rockford, Davenport, back out to Mason City, Iowa. This is going to be a tough run for these folks through here. Tough run, bad day. Lots of big thunderstorms, and even the possibility of some tornadoes. Say your prayers for the folks so they don't get that kind of stuff, but they're going to have high wind, all kinds of damage. I'm sure it'll be a big story on all the news across the country later. What about us in Central Florida? Our rain between now and Thursday, I push this ahead to Thursday at 5 p.m. Meager. If you get tagged by a big thunderstorm, you could get half of an inch of rain or maybe up to an inch. I'm not looking for that kind of rain, though. With the subsidence on the other side of this system trying to build, and we're hanging out here just waiting for more showers to develop. Big rain for Florida will be Tallahassee with about an inch and a half, Panama City, Pensacola. You guys up there in the Panhandle will get the rain from this, or some of the rain from this. Again, the bulk of this storm is in the Gulf, stays there until it goes through Louisiana to Texas. Hour by hour forecast for you today in Orlando, Florida. Looking good. Looking hot, though. Daytime high today, low to mid 90s by 1 o'clock, 92. Rain chances into the afternoon, about 30% to 40%. And here's the 7-day forecast. There you go. 94 tomorrow, 94 on Wednesday, and you get the idea. For as far as the eye can see, we're talking about, summer. August is knocking on the door. We will be there before you know it. So there you go. There's your roundup. Tropical Storm Bertha 2B is in the Gulf. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Thank you for tuning in to Florida Weather Authority. I'm meteorologist Tom Sorrells, meteorologist Amy Sweezy, and Dr. Rob Eicher on our team. We'll be here for you throughout the hurricane season and beyond on Florida Weather Authority. Have a great day.